Well, good evening and welcome to Grambling State University's update regarding the digital library. We're really excited that you are joining us for this conversation. You still have time to invite a friend or family member, alum, or classmate to join in this discussion. I want to take an opportunity to introduce our colleagues that are joining us here today. Again, I'm Martin Lemelle, current president of Grambling State University, and excited that all of you have invested in this conversation this evening. And I'll start to my right.
Edwin Litolff, Vice President for Finance.
Adrienne, Dean of Grambling State University's Digital Library and Learning Commons.
Logan, Vice President for University Advancement and Innovation.
We have a great team and we are committed to student success and operational excellence. And tonight's conversation is evidence of that. We will share some brief updates and we invite you to continue the dialogue with us. Keep following us on social media at Grambling1901. Always stay connected to us online at gram.edu. So capital outlay within the state of Louisiana is an avenue for institutions to receive funding for projects. And we are very thankful through the state of Louisiana, both the office of the governor and our legislative body, that we were able to receive funding for our digital library and learning commons through the state of Louisiana. As we think about key considerations in this process with a state-funded project, ensuring that we are compliant with state rules and regulations and that there is accountability at every level is very important. And so we can't say enough about the University of Louisiana system staff, our president, Richard Gallo there, the administration, and our legislative body who continues to work with us through this process and are advocates for higher education in the state of Louisiana, as well as our partners at the Board of Regents and Facilities Planning and Control. So it takes a lot of entities to ensure that a project of this magnitude that is funded by the state is successful. And we know we've had some delays in our progress. We are owning that process with accountability and transparency as we move forward. But tonight is about the future of Grambling State University and the future of our students and the excitement around the digital library and learning commons. So to discuss a few of the areas of activity and progress, joining me is Dr. Edwin Litolff. You see imagery of the current work that's happening here on the campus of Grambling State University. So I'll turn it over to Dr. Litolff to give you just a brief insight of some of the work that's going on right now with the library.
Good evening. Over the last couple of the weeks, it's been really exciting to see the progress that's been working at the library. I've seen more contractors and individuals working to get the library ready for the fall semester than we've had since they were doing construction. We've identified some of the areas that were concerns, and we have been working on those for the last year. And this July, everybody is feverishly working to get everything completed for the fall semester. As you can see on the left side, we're putting in some weatherproofing on the front wall. The bricks are going back up. We're about 95% complete on that. We have a couple of weeks left of work on that. On the east wall, the bricks have gone back, and you can see on the picture on the right, the FRC panels are going up yesterday and today and should be finished by the end of this week. The south wall was completed last week. The west wall, they are putting the final bricks onto the windows. That should be completed hopefully this weekend. And then the only thing we'll be waiting on is the front wall. Currently, we're in the process of doing a complete, thorough review and update of the inside of the building, getting the digital wall built, getting the facilities cleaned, all of the air conditioning checked out, the elevator maintenance, getting everything update ready for the fire marshal so that we'll be ready to take occupancy for the fall semester.
Thank you, Dr. Litolff. And it takes a variety of different teams working to complete this process, and we're thankful for their diligence and for the leadership here on campus, as well as the support throughout the state of Louisiana for this project. I want to talk a little bit about some of the upcoming tasks, Dr. Litolff.
This is one of the final phases that we've been looking at is the designers for the project developed a new process that we've implemented to install the ability for the water to be able to filtrate from behind the brick wall and to go out of the building so that it won't be an issue for the future. So they're in the final stages of that. They've added some of the initial brick that will allow them to put together this, and they've actually started, if anybody drives by this week, they'll be able to see this was a test section. We did about a 10-foot test section. We tested it to make sure that it was going to be appropriate. And once it was agreed upon by the state facilities planning and control, the designer, the contractor, we went forward to do the entire front wall, and that should be done in the next week and a half, and then they'll be doing the final touches and putting the brick back on.
Thank you, Dr. Litolff. And as we continue to see progress around the infrastructure, we're at the same time planning for the human capital and the technology that will support the digital library and learning common. And so we are working through our staffing plan, looking at areas within our IT infrastructure, both hardware and software, to support the first digital library in the state of Louisiana and at an HBCU campus here on the campus of Grambling State University. And there's more to look forward to as we continue to innovate the space. Future additions include a coffee shop concept so that you can not only grab a great seat in the library and look at a publication online or bring your book, but you can also get some beverage and refreshment right in the space. And so Grambling State University, the city of Grambling, and Lincoln Parish will really benefit from this wonderful addition right here on the campus of GSU. So here's our big hero slide. As you take this in, as Dr. Litolff spoke about, progress is happening week after week, and we anticipate that our opening will be in August of 2024, with classes for the fall semester beginning on August 19th. And so students who are considering an institution of higher education, you still have time to choose Grambling State University. We're always recruiting for our continuing students. We look forward to welcome you back to our campus and welcome you through the doors of the digital library and learning common. And with that, I will turn it over to our dean to discuss some of the resources and the programming that you can expect at the digital library.
Thank you, Dr. Lemelle. You know, sometimes we get the question, why Graham? I would say this is why Grambling State University. To be a part of the first digital library at any HBCU in the state of Louisiana, this is a great time to be at Grambling State University. To have the opportunity to come and study in a library that will provide you with access to resources to complete your study, complete your informational needs, and to be able to get everything that you need in a one-stop shop to fulfill your dreams. We're going to have everything that a student could imagine that they need within the library. We'll have everything from scanning opportunities to be able to scan information for the archives, for patron use, and transfer film to digital. We'll even have new software that will allow our students to obtain information on demand with access for our faculty, staff, and our university community. We are going to have an innovative center that will allow creation, design, development. So if you think about it, you can create it, design it, and develop it right in our library. We're going to do something different. We want our students to be able to communicate, converse, present in all kinds of ways, and we will prepare them and have centers within the library that will prepare them so that they can critique themselves and prepare to be better students, to be competitive in the global society, because our students are world famed in all ways. So our students will be prepared to go forward. We will have gallery spaces so that students can showcase their work. Our art students, our alums, and anyone who comes to the community will be able to see what Grambling has to offer. We will have computers. You will be able to access a computer that's a desktop computer, a laptop computer. We even have a computer vending machine available for our students to take out of the library and use as they need. We will have a maker space. That maker space is a part of that innovation center, but within the maker space, we will have a 3D imaging machine, which is a camera, and they will be able to print those things. Laser etching, Cricut, button making, soldering stations, a vacuum foam machine, you name it, we will be able to do it. And our students will have assistance and help one another and be able to create things. The next great thing will be made right here at Grambling State University. Our students who are creative will be able to use our digital media equipment so that they can showcase their work. We will have a digital repository, so the intellectual capital that our students produce will be able to be housed within the library, but go forth around the world, so that when research is being done, everyone will be able to see what has been created and developed within our classrooms and go forth and be able to research it and say, I've gotten this from Grambling State University and their students. We will have virtual reality and gaming. They're one and the same. When you say Grambling State University and virtual reality, you're going to be able to see where our students will look at the resources that we have, and they will be able to travel forward and back in time. That's what the gaming system allows you to do. Using that system, you put your glasses on and you just go and see what happened way back when and look into the future and see how you can make the future grow. Also, we will have a STEM lab. All of our science majors will be able to participate in the STEM lab: biology, chemistry, physics, engineering, technology, computer science, cybersecurity, cloud, and mathematics. Our students will be prepared for the cutting edge technology. They will be prepared because they will have studied in the digital library. We will have a wellness and relaxation system in the library. Sometimes we just need to decompress. Faculty, staff, and students. We will have those things available for our community of users. Be it a nap pod, a well-being space, and interactive games. We will have community and campus partnerships where we will sit down and have conversations about what's troubling the world, what's good in the world, and how this community, the Grambling community, can make everything better. Then we're going to bring in some people from around the world. We're going to have our local community showcase, our faculty who've written books, written articles that impact the world. We're going to showcase them. We're going to showcase our students. We're going to have live arts in the library. We're going to watch movies on the lawn. We're going to be a destination. So come and enjoy the experience called Grambling State University Library and Learning Commons.
Thank you so much, Dean Weber. If you're not excited yet, get excited about the progress and the future here at Grambling State University. Dean, thank you so much for your commitment to this process and the planning and the resources that will support the digital library and learning common. I want to close with a special thank you to our two student leaders, our SGA president, Mr. Morgan Patton, and our Miss Grambling State University, Jesselyn Sanders. And my first week of convening here on the campus, we talked about priorities for our students and our student leaders. At the center of that conversation said the digital library and learning common was one of their top priorities. So they've been engaged with us through this process to ensure that we are putting students first in the conversation and that we are updating them around the progress. And again, we look forward to seeing you on our campus in the fall semester. Come take a tour and visit and experience the digital library and learning commons. And with that, I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. If you have questions, you can email us at the president's office at gram.edu. I will turn it over to Mr. Logan to close us out, and he can share with you even more progress about the great work that we're doing here and how you can stay connected to the progress happening here on the campus of Grambling State University. Mr. Logan.
Thank you, President Lemelle. As members of the Grambling community, whether you are a student, an alum, or a friend of Grambling State University, in order for us to serve you properly with excellence, it's important that we effectively communicate with you all. So today was a precursor of what's to come. We have built out on our gram.edu a special page for capital projects. Not only can you learn more about the capital project related to the digital library and learning commons, but you also get a chance to learn about other projects that are affecting the built environment on campus. As you see us navigating this website, you will see the digital library to your top left. In the center is the Student Services Center building, which was announced a couple of months ago. Also the track resurfacing, and then finally a rendering for Tiger Park specific to Grambling State University athletics. We're going to click in the digital library and learning commons image so that you can see an expansive view of the capital projects. And I want to preface this by saying the capital projects will show past projects, planned projects, and under construction or completed projects. So you'll get an image of that project, you'll get a description or an overview of that project. And then more importantly, I want to point you to the budgeted and the funding source. Oftentimes, there's a lot of questions about how projects are being funded. Our responsibility to you as a stakeholder and a student is to convey and communicate effectively how these projects are being supported. The primary use, the square footage, and the targeted completion date. We'll move over to the student services image so I can show you a planned project versus one that is set to finish this fall. So we're going to shift to the student services project. So when you click on this project, this is a planned project that will have go under construction later this fall. This is funded at the federal level through HERF funding. It's a $25 million project. The primary use is student support, and its targeted opening date is fall 2025. As prospective students and as current students, it is important that you all understand how this campus is growing for your direct benefits. And so if you can bookmark this, gram.edu/capital projects, you will see an ever-evolving website that will continue to grow in information, images, and most importantly, completed projects for your benefit. We are excited about continuous rollouts, but we thought today was appropriate to reveal to you all what the capital projects website will look like, to give you a sense of why it is important to have this on our website. Because again, our goal is to be great and excellent in our support and service to you. So if you have any questions on this, please feel free to reach out to President's office at gram.edu. Again, that's President's with 'S, office at gram.edu. Look forward to answering every question that comes in. And I hope that you all are equally excited about the grand opening of the digital library, as well as all the future projects to come on Grambling State University's campus.
Thank you, Mr. Logan. And again, to everyone tuning in, thank you for joining us for this conversation. We look forward to staying connected. Make sure you're following us on social media, Grambling 1901, and you can always find us on the web, gram.edu. Stay safe, be well. We will see you soon.